Next, you're going to want to kind of power dry the hair and get most of the moisture out. You don't really want to put any brushes through the hair until about 90% of the moisture is taken out of it. So first off, yet again, concentrating on the roots of the hair, and to get the most volume out of it and really work that product that we put in there, you're going to blow dry those roots right in the opposite direction of where they're going to sit in the end. Keep in mind that when you're drying those roots, you want to push them in all different directions so that they don't dry in one specific place. So now that we've got most of the moisture out of the hair, we can kind of section it out in terms of being able to brush it. So whether you're going to use a round brush or a flat brush, no matter what look you're going for, you're always going to want to get most of the moisture out of there first. Another big tip that I can tell you is when you are trying to smooth out the hair, you always want the air flowing down the shaft of the hair versus ever going back against the flow. That's just going to keep the cuticle nice and smooth and give it a nice shine so that you get a good finish. So I'll run through just some round brushing techniques on how you're going to get a nice volume if you want more of just a volumized style. So you're going to take out the top section, generally where you want that volume to be. So you've got a top square, it does not have to be perfect, anything like that. Out of that, you're just going to subdivide it into just a smaller square section. You always want to be using, when round brushing, sections that are about the same size as the tool that you're using. So you get the brush in there. You really, yet again, want to focus on drying the root first. Does not have to be perfect. Always keeping the air flowing down the hair. So on yourself it would be more of this kind of a motion. Really smoothing out those ends in the finish. So as you can see, we've got a nice volume on the top there, and keeping the hair relatively smooth with just a brush. For those of us who don't have the time to go in there with a round brush, just power dry with as much volume as possible, really working those roots when you're doing the power dry. And then you can get in with more of like a flat brush, like so. Doesn't have to be anything special, just the big square flat brushes work totally fine. And what you're going to do with that is just get in there, yet again keeping the airflow going down the direction of the hair, like so. And just lifting sections and smoothing as you go along. So with just a brush and some quick blow drying techniques, you've got quite smooth hair. You work a little bit of a smoothing product through there now to texture it out, bring out some pieciness in the style, and very wearable, very kind of everyday. If you've got an extra 10 minutes, what you can do is quickly just run a flat iron through there in order just to get that extra little bit of smoothness and straightness.